Facebook, you should come over to YouTube. Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Probably. We should see. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because we never see any comments over there.
No, not anymore. It's really stupid. And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to talk? And then people will be like, oh, you're ignoring me. No, I am ignoring you, but I'm not ignoring you. I'm like,
I want the opportunity to ignore you on my own terms, not because Facebook thinks I should
exactly
annoy you. Yeah, I agree. If it will freaking come up on Facebook, there it is. Okay.
Yeah,
what is this set
I'm
to?
actually trying to fix. Oh, and I'm also backwards.
That's cool. You're cool because you're
there
backwards. You know, there's a bunch of 90s rap groups that bunch of 90s rap groups that there you go. It's public now. You got to go to edit audience to get it right.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
now it's public.
The 3 dots are kind of like the 3 shells in Demolition Man. Nobody knows what they're there for, but they're very important in order for you to dump and go. So,
it's toilet paper, isn't it? Isn't that what it is?
They said they people have asked the creators or the writers for years, what's the deal with the 3 seashells? And they said they just came up with it. Whatever. Like,
yeah,
why not?
I mean, if it's just decorations, people are looking, too much into it.
No, it's not really. Well, they just never came up with a reason on how to use the 3 seashells. That's all there is.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is to it. Yeah, right. Because it was funny to say, "Oh, all right, where's your toilet paper? Oh, the 3 seashells." Like, what the fuck?
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm sure you've seen it, but like a long time ago.
Oh God, yeah. Like I think I was like, when did that come out? Like 80?
Oh wow.
Something.
Ouch. No, I think it was in the 90s.
1993. Yeah. So I saw it like when I was maybe.
It was like the height of Snipes fandom, and Sylvester Stallone was old by that point in time, but
I mean, he's still old.
Yes, but that's when he had just first gotten old.
Oh, so when he first got old.
Did you ever hear about how Sylvester Stallone blames Batman for the decline in action heroes?
No, that doesn't even make sense.
You never heard that? Oh, yeah.
No,
okay, so with the Tim Burton Batman, right, you had Michael Keaton. And Michael Keaton's kind of a skinny guy. Well, he was back then. He's kind of ripped now. But
sure, yeah.
Right. So anyway, so what did they do? They put him in a latex bodysuit with the muscles on it, right? And so basically he didn't really. In fact, Jack Nicholson asked Michael Keaton one time when Michael Keaton was working out, "Why are you even bothering doing that?" And Michael Keaton's like, "I don't know." So basically, it's because of those a-holes that the decline of the action hero went down from Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone to being more like, I guess, Bruce Willis and whoever the hell they wanted to put in there.
Oh, so, okay.
What's up, DM?
Hey, DM. Hey, Ray. I did see your messages, by the way. I just need to reply. I'm being lazy about it. So we're trying to put together the Dungeons and Dragons tier.
Oh, so DM means Dungeon Master. I got you.
I mean, he's not the Dungeon Master of this one, but yes, DM Ray means that he's a Dungeon Master. So, yeah.
There should be badges handed out to Dungeon Masters. You should be a licensed Dungeon Master. I've had some horrible Dungeon Masters. I myself have been a horrible Dungeon Master. But, there should be a license handed out. Just like the DMV, there should be a Dungeon Master's.
You have to listen. You have to actually take a test to show that you understand Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like a DDM, a Department of Dungeon Masters.
Bro, I would totally work in. we're not allowed to have that much fun,
That's where
dude.
you want to be. That's where you
Yeah.
want to be. You want to be in the department of dungeon masters. So
You gotta do like a whole campaign for the person has to go into a room full of people, give a full campaign, and it takes like 3 days. So the wait time is way longer than the
wait,
DMC.
and you can't do it with the automated system. It has to be real. In fact, and then they have to wait. You might have to wait months until they can get players all on the same schedule just to come in and play.
Right? Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Hey, we know you've been waiting like 2 months to come in and do this test, but one of the people needed to reschedule, so
Right.
we can't do it.
It's just their work schedule, and they have to work the night shift. So
One of them's
kind
a
of
single
thing.
parent. You know how it is.
Yeah, right. So
That would be the most frustrating thing in the world. I would. Truth be told, though, that would be pretty awesome. But he is, I guess, the guy. Actually, you found out he plays Talking Tom in the Disney
oh right, yeah. I looked it up. Like, oh,
show.
Disney
Mike,
voice actor. Well, what is he? Is he the Beast? Is he? Oh, Talking Tom, and which is. I remember Talking Tom talking.
I do. The
Yeah.
most horrifying thing ever. It stared at you awkwardly, and I'm like, "What do you want?" I remember when I
It said the same thing back to you. That's what's freaky about it.
yeah, because it was like the first of its like kind.
Yeah. Of its
Yeah.
abomination. Yes, agreed.
And it also like it stared at you. And people see then people are like, AI is really creepy. And do you remember Talking Tom? Like that thing. Like that's when AI started. Like that was the beginning.
Right.
AI,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
yeah, Talking Tom was a warning.
It started with our kids. That's what it started, and then it progressed from there.
And now
You
it's
get the what you do is you get the children first. Willy Wonka knew that. You get the children first, and then you get the parents. That's that's how that works.
yeah, the movie Wonka showed us that.
Did it? I never saw it.
No, it's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it has that one kid in it that everybody likes.
I heard it, or at least that he's in everything.
Yeah.
So,
And he's in Dune and he's in Dune. Dune 2.
Yeah, that's about what I know him
Yeah.
from.
That's all I know him from
That's
too.
all I know
I'm
him.
like, it's Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
Shia LaBeouf.
Chalamet.
Yeah, that
That's
guy.
it.
Timothy, whatever the fuck his name is.
Right. The guy who pretty much he's the reason why the whole Nepo baby thing got blown up. And people started going, what the hell? All these people are Nepo babies. And I'm thinking to myself, you're just learning this shit.
Wait, what do you mean he's a Nepo baby?
Yeah, I don't know who his parents are or whatever, but you find them all over the freaking place. It's like, why are you surprised? Like Hollywood in America is America's royalty, really.
Yes,
and it's handed down. It's been handed down from stage actor to like silent movie actor to silver screen, all the way down. Yeah, you do have people who break in eventually to an extent, but there's more of the royalty in there. It's kind of like you have your Meghan Markles of Hollywood, but they're not as common. Your Princess Dianas and everything. But for the most part, you got the royal families.
Right, exactly.
So
it's like, not everybody can be Peter Dinklage, because he came from essentially nothing. And I think Samuel L. Jackson was like that too. I don't think his parents were anything either.
I don't think so either. I don't know. Well, you know what? That girl that's out and becoming popular now. What's her name? Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she was on that show when they brought back Boy Meets World. With Girl Meets World. She was the girl. She was the. Did you watch Boy Meets World?
No, I never watched Boy Meets World.
Okay,
I had class.
You were 3. Don't give me that shit.
I wasn't. I had
the only class you had was kindergarten. That's what you had.
Right, exactly.
Don't give me that. But anyway, but you have basically it's okay. You've seen iCarly, right?
Yeah.
Don't fucking lie and say you haven't. I know you watched iCarly.
No, I
Anyway,
did watch iCarly.
okay, right. Okay, so you know
Yeah.
Sam? You know Sam?
Yeah, she quit.
So yeah, well, Sabrina Carpenter is kind of like the Sam on Girl Meets World, but she was
Oh, okay.
also in that Milo Murphy's Law. You know, the one with Weird Al
Oh, the
Yankovic.
Phineas,
That
the
was
creators,
yeah,
the one
yeah,
for the creators of Phineas and Ferb. Yeah,
yeah. She
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
friend. You know, she was a black girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
huh. I didn't know that.
yeah. No,
Interesting.
anyway, so now she's come up and coming, and she's a singer or whatever the case is. Well, it just came out that she didn't come out of nowhere because her aunt is Bart Simpson.
Oh, Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not surprising. Do you think George Clooney started on his own? Yeah, his aunt Rosemary Clooney was a freaking actress and everything.
Was
These
she
people
really?
don't come out of no, yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah, a big popular actress. Yeah,
huh. I didn't
they
know
don't
that.
come out of nowhere, not anymore, not hardly
Oh,
anymore. Well, now that YouTube started up, you're starting to see a little bit more. But some of those YouTubers are smart enough to stay the fuck away from Hollywood, which
yeah. I
I
think the
which I suggest you do. Stay the fuck
which
away from Hollywood.
yeah, that's why we haven't gone into Hollywood. We've been asked many times. Like, don't get us wrong.
I
Like,
keep
Paul,
look. It's almost like the freaking election spam that I constantly get on text messages. It's
oh yeah,
Hollywood constantly calling me, asking me to come. You know,
right.
it's
They
look.
want.
Okay, to be honest, I'm like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith when they weren't asked to the Oscars and we decided to boycott. I'm boycotting Hollywood. They haven't asked
Right,
me, but
same.
I'm
Yeah, you can write in the article on this. RSVP, Indie Comics Network goes boycott Hollywood. Keep
That's what
getting
I'm doing.
asked. They keep asking me to play fucking Majin Buu in the new live action Dragon Ball Z movie.
I feel like you should stay away from anything. If Hollywood says we're going to make an anime, that's run
Oh
run
god,
away
yeah.
from it.
Absolutely. 100%.
Even though One Piece still made it, you know, whatever, you know, as it was, but
Naruto's
it's
getting there
popular.
though.
Are they getting a Naruto? Probably. I'm surprised they haven't gotten. There's not a live action Naruto yet. Even
I don't
Japan hasn't done one.
I don't know, but I know they just did the TMNT Ninja Turtles or
I did.
Naruto
I saw that.
TMNT comic, and I'm like, I'm actually kind of surprised that hasn't happened sooner. Like,
But you
but at
kind of
the
go, well, how? What's the connection? Ninjas. That's what the
ninjas,
connect.
right? Yeah,
Ninjas.
listen. There's two things that could happen there. It's they're the village hidden in the turtle, meaning they all go up. They're all like hidden in a turtle, like a turtle's butt or something. Or it's the village hidden in the sewers, and they're all in the sewers. Which I kind of hope it's the latter because I think that would be funnier.
Have you watched? Have you watched Naruto?
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it religiously. Some Champy said One Piece I think was more enjoyable in live action than that annoying anime.
that's okay, Champy. You can be
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
That's all
no,
right.
that's fine. You could be 100% wrong. That's fine. Whatever. No, but I get it. I do think for people who don't want to watch the anime, I do understand if the live action was far more enjoyable. I get it. And I liked it. Like I did not hate it. As a One Piece fan,
I've only seen the first episode and half of the other one, but I feel like I said, the only problem that I have with it is the same thing I had the problem with Beauty and the Beast movie. It's like it just feels closed in. It doesn't feel like an open world. It feels like a
sure.
set. And so even when you're dealing with Arlong at the because I've seen clips of it of Arlong at the very end, it's like they're not even outside around the pool. They're like obviously on a set stage inside of a room, darkened enough so the effects don't look bad. But
Right.
I have to hand it to them. The effects for Luffy and the rubber thing is the best I've seen them ever do. So I must hand it to him. Other than that, every time you see Reed Richards, it looks stupid as hell. So
that 1996 movie, yeah, the Reed Richard looked terrible. The pool noodle effect was awful.
Well, the other one too. I didn't watch it, but I saw it.
Yeah. You were there with me when you watched it with me.
No, you're talking about the 94 one. I was talking about the one, the last one that came out. Not the one with
2016.
Yeah, was it no? Was it 2000? Yeah, the Jonathan Trap, Jason, whatever Trask,
It's the one with Michael or
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah,
yeah. Was that
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah
yeah. I'll keep whatever that one. The one before they recasted him into something better than what he
Black
was
Panther? Yeah.
recasted. Well,
As you all
Killmonger.
just went on like a political statement thing on my thing. What comic book villain did you really like? Or live
Nah!
action one? Well, I liked Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. Well, did you know? And it was like these big paragraphs. I'm like, guys, I just said I liked him.
No, but okay, that's fine. But the issue came in where it was a bastardization. I work with several guys I have a couple of guys, one from Congo, one from Congo, the Republic of Congo, and a couple of guys from Nigeria. I've worked around for years,
Mhm.
and one thing that bothers them is the idea of tribalization. Like they've been asked seriously at work, like, so when you walk out your door, do you see zebras and giraffes? And these are not by children that ask these questions. These are like men older than me. Like these are like elderly men asking these questions because Hollywood has made such a bastardization of what cultures are outside of America. And that was really what the point was. So when you looked around, uh damn it, why did you pull me into this shit? You had to bring it up. But when you look at the scene where they're deciding if he's going to be Black Panther, which was like, wasn't it already too fucking late? Didn't he already become Black Panther? But whatever. And everybody's going to fight each other for political power. And you had all these basically African stereotypes around around the pool and everything. I can understand people getting, especially from Native
Sure.
Africa, getting upset about it. And it's like,
Wait, hang
so
on a minute. Are
like
you
what?
in? Wait, are you into slavery? Hang on a minute. I want to comment on this. Me personally, if you want to make me your slave for the night or like for the next couple of years, yeah, tie me up, feed me dinner, and spank my ass. Hell yeah, I do. Yeah.
I think that's a different kind of slave, but
Oh
whatever.
no, no, I misunderstood. Sorry. Indie Comics Hook, yeah, they do. By the way, just to let you know, All Set the Hook #1 is off to the printer right now. So if you like indie comics, just to let you know, that one is going to be available soon.
Well,
And that's a
obviously,
John
John
Westhoff.
Westhoff does not like indie comics,
Well,
so
I mean, he's just terrible at it. I mean, anything that John Westhoff does, I don't back and I don't support ever.
Yeah,
as I turn.
that is a marketing campaign I'm sure will work. Anyway,
Right. Oh, and now now she's angry at you for your new.
no, this is not her new whatever. Go somewhere, and if it is, you put it in the wrong place.
Yes, he does. Actually, I am interested in John. Not to, I mean, just to talk about a little bit more about comics and everything. John Westhoff does have that local comic shop, like a post-apocalyptic book out. I think he just launched it, and it looks really cool. With what's his name? Winston Gambro is the artist. It looks really cool, and I need to back it. So because I'm just gonna be real. I back everything John Westhoff has.
Okay, John, just to answer your question here, look, what you do is you send the check care of Indie Comics Network to Chad Perkins.
Send me my $6.50, you dick. Because that's
this is the price. This is the price that you pay to get people Hollywood wants to endorse your book.
To promote your stuff.
That's how you do this.
This is what you do. So speaking of Hollywood stuff, I did start Misfit season 2. We did start watching it.
Finally, it only took me half a year.
Dude, it's so. Oh yeah, that's true. John does bribe me with Lorcana cards. He does.
Damn it! This is the problem that you have of going into business with somebody. Shit.
I know. It just he knows what to send me.
Freaking nerds.
He sent me a bunch of stuff. Actually, we're gonna be live streaming a play of Lorcana on Wednesday, so it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun. But dude, can we stop killing our probation work officers? Because it was
what?
like
Probation officers.
Yeah, that was Nathan, not Nathan, the immortal guy, Nate. Why can't I remember his fucking name?
Oh, right. We're
Yeah,
talking about Misfits again. You
y-
lost me on Lacona. I'm like, what? What? There's more. There's.
no,
I was
sorry.
like, maybe I need to play this if it has probation officers. No, right. It's been so long since I've watched it. I got to go back and freaking watch it again.
You should. Oh, dude, the second season is like even crazier than the first one. Like, I think they figured out what. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2,
Did
and
you see
I
the
think
guy in
they.
the helmet? Right.
Yeah, the masked man.
Yeah, that you don't know who he is yet.
I've kind of. I have my thoughts,
Oh, oh
and
yeah.
my thought process is it's probably looking us right in the face. Like, if it's
Yeah,
every superhero trope, it's like right there, and I'm
I'm
like,
sure. Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think what I like about it is kind of like, okay, that's why I guess I'm not interested too much in the boys,
Hmm.
right? Because with the boys, it's um like it's I feel like the Misfits did it better because I feel like if you're a piece of shit, you're really not going to be a superhero, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like it's already that trope has already been spoiled for me before the boys came along, and so I didn't really get into that or Invincible for that matter. Even though, and I'm not talking about the comics, obviously, I'm talking about the shows.
Right.
Except I did read like a good bit of Invincible before I quit. But yeah, I
There's
guess
not.
that trope is just kind of
It's kind of yeah. It kind of well because there was also Kick Ass. I think was also
there was
before.
Kick Ass, yeah.
Uh,
But even with Kick Ass, I've never read Kick Ass. I've only seen the movies, so
really.
yeah.
Oh,
Mark Millar is kind of hit and miss for me. Like
I agree.
sometimes he's I like there's one book. What was the last book I read by him? Space Bandits. But then you had which should have been really good, the one with the which was basically Lobo, but it was Mark Millar. Sharky, the
First,
bounty hunter.
oh, Sharky.
Right.
Wait, was
So
it Sharky
wasn't it
or was it
Sharky?
curse words?
No, it wasn't curse words. No, Sharky the bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
It was like Interstellar Bounty Hunter. Yeah, Sharky. I know what I'm talking about. Curse words.
No,
Curse words.
I believe you. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's I don't. It came out. I don't know. What do you mean? Watch Sharky the Bounty Hunter on Netflix? Surely there is not a fucking Sharky the Bounty Hunter. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Is there really? Did they come out with that? Okay. Anyway, now completely going off kind. Yeah, Sharky is it's basically his Lobo, right? So, oh wait, you like One Piece, but you don't like Invincible? How long are you planning on staying in hell, man? Wow.
I mean, I guess I don't. I don't disagree.
I guess I like fun instead of being depressed. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
I mean, I guess it is comparing apples to oranges, but
I
still,
mean,
I think that's really funny.
oh, my dad hates me and thinks of my mom as a pet versus fucking pirates. I'm sorry. I'll take the damn pirates.
True. You know what? That's fair. You know what? I will give that. I will give that to you. Sharky the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. He even, in fact, the Space Bandits was kind of a sequel to it in the same world, where at the end of it you saw Sharky going after them, and
I
so
am.
I picked up Sharky later on, and I just wasn't impressed with it. It wasn't good. Like I like Space Bandits
That's fair. I
better.
mean, that's totally fair. It's kind of like when I like Chew more than I like Chew. If that you know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Yeah. Chew with
So-
the EW versus Chew with the U.
right. Yeah. Exactly. So I did like that. I'm actually shocked that this one it was in 2019. I'm kind of shocked that I didn't hear about it. Huh. Oh, I
What
guess there is an upcoming original film, Sharky the Bounty Hunter. It's a part of the Millarverse.
Millar? Yeah, because you remember he
Wait,
sold to Netflix.
well, he did, and then they did Jupiter's Legacy, and that was I mean, that happened.
Now I'm going to tell you something that will get everybody's goat. I liked Jupiter's Legacy.
Really?
Yes, I wasn't wild about the comic, but I felt like that was true deconstructionism of the superhero. genre.
Hmm.
Not this whole I'm an asshole and I have superpowers. I mean, we've seen that. They're called supervillains. But when you look at yeah, right. But when you looked at Jupiter's Legacy, the main guy who played him, he was the guy from Las Vegas. I can't remember
Not the
his
guy,
name.
not Russell Crowe. It's
No, the guy that came from he was in Transformers. Oh shit. I can't remember his name right now.
I'll look it up.
Josh
Go ahead.
Josh oh crap.
Josh Duhamel.
The Duhamel, yeah, right. The guy who looks like Timothy Oliphant. Uh but see the thing about him is he believed like truth, justice, and we can't say the other anymore, but that he had those Superman beliefs. The problem came in where the world wasn't able to hold up. It was hard for him to hold that moral standard in a world that you couldn't anymore. And then so now we're actually deconstructing superheroism at its core, as opposed to just saying, oh, these guys are assholes and they have superpowers. Does that make
Right.
sense?
No,
So I felt like that's the kind of thing that I'd want to see versus supervillains pretending to be superheroes. I mean, in essence, that's what you're looking at.
right.
With Omni-Man, that's what it is. It's a supervillain pretending to be a superhero. Well, we've seen that shit before. I'm sorry, but it's true.
No, it's true. And Marvel's done it 1,000 times. I mean, look
Yeah.
at Spider-Man Homecoming, Coming Home. The one with Mysterio.
Oh,
where
yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio. I mean, we all
Far
knew
From
he
Home.
was
Something with a home in it because that makes sense with Spider-Man. But, yeah.
Right, exactly. It's Coming Home, which they're killing him 8 times now, I guess.
But yeah, you're right. So like seems like a nice guy. He seems like a superhero, and then he turns out bad,
Right.
which we knew he was going to be bad. He's
Mysterio. Yeah,
but
still, I digress with it. It's like it's still that trope.
It's still a trope, and so if we're going to actually do deconstructionism, because the whole thing was at the end of that season, it got to a point where. And this was actually deconstructionism of the classic 1950s, 1960s superhero, right? With a little bit of that whole Batman doesn't kill shit from the 90s. And the thing is, right? And that was the whole thing, was at the end of it, it was either he had to handle a situation, kind of like Superman and freaking Man of Steel, kill the guy or his son dies. And then I can't remember if he actually killed the guy or whatever happened, but you were talking about that deconstructionism of his freaking morals. That's what I wanted to see. I would want to see somebody who's had a more high moral standard and it just gets broken down to nothing. Homelander did not have a high moral standard at all whatsoever. Omni-Man did not have a high moral standard. He was fooling the shit out of everybody. He was fucking bright burning everybody. That's what he was doing.
It is true. I like you have used that now multiple times, and it's like that it needs to be a thing now. You just bright burned you.
You just bright burned everybody.
No, that's I give Omni-Man a pass only because he does do the whole like turn heel at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't read the comics, like he does always teeter back to becoming like the hero instead of saying, surprise, I'm the supervillain. And that's something I feel like they don't do very often with that kind of trope.
But I mean, at this point in time, you've already busted people's heads open. You've squished them, you destroyed them and everything. Can you really come back and say, nope, I'm good now? That doesn't work that way, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, it does. Look at our politics. You're right. The Boys is not meant to be a superhero deconstruction, but a social media critique. In the show, I would say, but not the comics, though. The comics wasn't meant to be that. Not saying because they're both. Personally, I liked the first 3 seasons of The Boys. I haven't watched the 4th one. Did the 4th one just come out, or did the 5th one just come out?
No, the 4th one just came out. But
okay,
I will watch The Boys. I have watched The Boys. There are some things that I do like about The Boys. I didn't like the last season because now they're leaning in too much on shock and awe.
Oh,
instead of actually having a story.
I'm sorry, but my thing is I really liked it but I also liked the shock and awe. The love sausage scene was amazing. Same thing with him crawling up the guy's pee hole and that was great. But
You had to do it twice in one season.
Twice in one season. But
Okay, and besides that fact, okay, yeah, okay, it was kind of funny, I guess, that she was killing everybody with the dildos. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're relying on. I'll tell you what. Me and the guy at work was talking about somebody else, and he said this guy's not really funny. The thing that people laugh about is the fact that they can't believe he said something.
right.
And it's like if you listen to him, his jokes aren't really funny. It's just, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that to that person. And that's yeah, and that's kind of how I feel. Oh my god, I can't believe that they killed. The only thing that I thought that was funny about season 3 was what's his name, Noor,
Black
and
Noir.
Black Noir, and his posse of cartoon animals. That was
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
yes, yeah. You find out he's like insane or something.
Yeah,
The
so
comics
it's
are
like
just writing
writhing
gore
in
for
gore.
gore. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of somewhat. I don't speak English. You're good, dude. We know what you're
You're
saying.
good
Yeah,
shopping.
yeah, you're
No,
good.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
we got what
Yeah,
you're doing.
no.
I know what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but it's freaking what is it? Garth Ennis, right?
Yeah.
It's Garth Ennis. I don't expect high writing from Garth Ennis. He's not freaking Alan Moore.
I don't.
or
Here's
hell,
the
he's
thing,
not even
though.
Frank Miller.
I expect good writing from Garth Ennis.
Really?
Like,
Why?
have you
just
read his
curious.
Punisher Max stuff?
I haven't read it, but I've read Preacher enough to know that I'm not expecting much from him.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So Punisher Max is first off, Punisher Max is the thing that Marvel should probably forget they ever did.
But you just said, wait a minute.
No, but I will tell you that you should read it because it's awesome.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is that if you want stuff that you can say, oh shit, Marvel published this, go read Punisher Max because they threw everything at the wall with this. They threw racial slurs, they threw just blood and guts, and I think actually now that I think about it, I think one of the things I'm thinking about is Jason Aaron's run. But anyway, they both did it. I expect good writing from Garth Ennis, but if I'm going for it, I am going for the gore and the violence. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So, like, I do agree. I don't expect all that much, but at least if it's the violence, I'm like, all right, cool.
Cool. Sure. Why not? We'll do that. I don't know. Let's see. What shop you say? You should expect good writing from any writer. The thing is that Ennis is not bad. He does entertaining shit, but he is like this little immature boy saying,
You know what?
no,
I'm
he's
gonna
bad.
use that now.
I can even give you tropes that he uses consistently wrong with writing that he uses, like for Deus Ex Machina, for one. It's like, oh, I just happened upon my boyfriend down the middle of the fucking road because why not? That's how I pull these two together. If you have to do that kind of thing to you, and Deus Ex Machina is basically God of the Machine. If it's basically, and what it was the hero got trapped in a corner or whatever, and there was no way out, a god would come and save the hero. You know, it's kind of a Greek,
exactly.
And so that's what you looked at with a lot of him too, was just this Deus Ex Machina. And
however, no,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, I like what you're saying. Go on, because it's interesting.
Well, and you kind of go, okay, well, Deus Ex Machina, but it's Preacher, so that makes sense. Well, wrong, because God's not there, one. But two, it was too much happenstance. It was just too much, okay, I need these two to be together. And so now, they run into each other in the mall, and now we're together. So, right. And then I've actually heard a lot of people complain about how bad The Boys is written. So I haven't read it, but again, I don't like Garth Ennis, which is a shame because I actually get him confused with
Jason Aaron.
No, Warren Ellis.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm glad you did. I'm glad Moon Knight is very good. Warren Ellis's Moon Knight is very good.
Well, like I said, if you haven't read Metropolitan, you need to go read it.
Listen, they have the omnibus at Vault of Midnight, and I'm like right there with it. I'm like, Is
it all of them, or is it just like
I think it's the couples. I think it's like the bindings of it.
Okay.
But anyway, it's there, and I'm like, I need to pull the trigger. However, though, 2 Champies statement though, I do agree that he is an immature boy saying titties, and I do appreciate him for that because at least he's consistent with that. So I do.
So,
Boys, yeah, the boys, yeah, the boys, like the World of Warcraft, the boys, the orcs. Anyway,
when I hear the boys, I think of Red Dwarf, but okay.
think of what?
Red Dwarf.
Oh, okay. You know, I haven't seen that, and a lot of people have told me they think that I would like it.
Red Dwarf?
Yeah,
I think you would like it. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Because if I like Doctor Who and all that other like corny stuff, like I might like Red Dwarf, and I'm like,
Yeah, but Red
yeah.
Dwarf is almost kind of a tongue in cheek to those type of shows. It's not
Right.
really a. It does have some. It's not a serious show at all. It's a comedy, but I don't know. It's grounded, but it's tongue in cheek grounded, and it's just ridiculous. Like, do you know the premise of it?
No.
Basically, you have this slob, right, named Lister, and Lister is he ends up doing something that ends up getting him there. He's on a mining ship out in space. Of course, this is centuries into the future. And basically he gets, because he did something stupid in the ship. I'm not going to get into it all the way. He ends up getting cryo frozen, right?
Cryogenically frozen.
Not cryogenically frozen, but yeah, pretty much. I can't
Is there a
stasis. He's in
difference? Oh,
stasis.
okay.
He's in stasis. So it's not frozen, but like he's in stasis. Now, when he comes out of stasis, 3 million years have passed because something happened on the ship that caused radiation. And so when he comes out of stasis, the ship hasn't let him out with stasis because of the radiation. So when he comes out, he finds he's the only person left alive on the ship. There is a hologram. And then there's another person that is on the ship, but he evolved from a cat. So
what?
Yeah, there's a whole race of cat people that evolved, and he looks like a human, but instead of evolving from a monkey, they evolved from a cat.
You know what?
Over
Fine.
3 million years.
You know what? Fine. Do it. Sure. Yeah, the boys. Actually, both the boys and titties are both fun words. I don't know which word she's talking about, but you know,
Should just throw both of them out there.
both
I
of
think
them, titties and boys are fun. It's kind of. Have you ever seen the show Danger 5?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's about.
It.
It's okay. Well, that's fair. So it's about it's a comedy television series. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's only 2 seasons, and it's super Australian. And it's from the same person who did Italian Spider-Man. Yeah. If anybody isn't at least I think it is. Anyway, I actually had to look up the name of it again because I was like, what was it? Basically,
I think I've seen this previewed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all these allied like special spies doing all this type of things to stop Adolf Hitler. And
Right.
there's this man who's like an American eagle. He has like an American eagle for a head, and he gives them the mission, and he goes, "And that's your mission. Oh, and as always, kill Hitler." And then every time they find Hitler, he always jumps out of a window, and that's how he escapes. And he always survives every time.
I saw an episode called Johnny Hitler. So that piqued my interest. Johnny Hitler.
Yeah.
Like it's Hitler with a freaking like Letterman jacket on. I said, okay. But now that reminds me of another movie that came out, and I can't remember. I want to say it says something about smoking or whatever, but it was almost like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers type spoof.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But with smoking?
But the name of it wasn't like something like that. It was
I gotta know now because that sounds hilarious.
I might be wrong about the name, but it's a weird name like that. So I don't know if I could find it because it came out not that long ago. What was the name of that thing? No, not Mighty Morphin Puffin Rangers.
That sounds awesome.
No, I have no idea. That's a
it's,
thing.
it's about
Oh
these bunch
shoot!
of people
It
who
was
smoke
almost. It
weed.
was. I say Mighty Morphin, but it was almost more of a like the old where Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came from. You know, like the
Yeah, Super
old.
Tensei.
Yeah, you know, freaking. Oh golly, I have no words. My words are gone. Ultraman type shows and things like
Yeah,
that.
the Super Tensei. We all
Sensei.
know what you're
Yeah,
talking. Yeah, we all
yeah,
know what you're
yeah.
talking
That's
about.
right.
The
You
Common
know,
Rider
Mighty.
type stuff. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Common Rider.
So actually,
Soja
fun
King.
fun fact. I'm glad we brought up Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
Oh, why?
because okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Have you ever seen? And you can grill me for this. Have you ever seen the Disney movies, The Descents?
The Disney movies, The Descent.
Yeah, where it's the descendants, it's the children of all the like
Oh, the
the
villains and
villains.
shit. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking
Okay, so the first one sucks. It's the fact that it even got a franchise, it's like a huge popular franchise right now, absolutely blows my mind. Because the first one's terrible, the second one is a lot of fun because they have Gaston and they have Gaston's son, Gil, and Hook's
Who
son,
the fuck did he
Henry.
have a kid with? He died.
I don't know. They know the only character they reveal is who the father of Mel is, because she's the daughter of Maleficent, and then they reveal her father, and that's the only one. Yzma also has a son, so wrap that around your head.
I
Somebody
feel.
fucked Yzma, dude. Somebody also fucked Dopey from the Seven Dwarves.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, my point is that Gil and Henry, who's Captain Hook's son, are Bulk and Skull from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They have the same attributes of them, and they have the same personalities. So when they showed up in the second movie, my first thought process was, oh my god, it's just Bulk and Skull. And it made the movies way funnier. Because it's just them showing up going, yeah, how are we going to stop this with them? And I'm like, oh my god. And somebody fucked Ursula too. These movies are fascinating.
I don't know. I felt like it's like one of those. I think I downloaded the wrong movie memes. That's what it sounds like.
They're not porns, which is kind of understanding. But at the same time, though, yes, it would make you feel like that. The music's really good. And I do like the fact that they acknowledge the fact that there's no consistency with the magic.
Oh,
Like at
really?
all. Yeah, they're at one point they're just like, so how does this work? I don't know. Just go with it. I got my book here, okay? No. It's so the third movie is probably the most fun I've had.
Is that the
Like
one that just came out?
no, the fourth one just came out, The Rise. Yeah, guess what? There's 4 of them now. Yeah.
My
So it's
God.
like, what the fuck? But the third one is a lot of fun. I like because my nephew was really into them, like the music. So
Right, your
these,
nephew. I got you.
yeah, the nephew.
That's okay. I don't blame. I get it. I get it. No problem.
Yeah, I always blame the nephew. No, but anyway, he really likes the music. He likes the Uma song, uh, which is Ursula's daughter's song. So he always listens to that. And I'm like, what the hell are these descents? And my brother's like, you gotta watch these, dude. You'd be fucking you will not know what's going on. And I'm texting the whole time going, am I like in a fever dream right now? Like Maleficent turns into a dragon and then it's never brought up again. And then Mel turns into a dragon. It's never brought up again. Everything is solved off camera.
Well, it has to be. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all TV. They're all made for TV. But it was
Right.
like, now, since there's those hard cuts, you can tell everything was solved off of screen.
Off the screen.
You're
Well,
like, hey, we were already here,
well,
We're
yeah,
just
but I mean, it's a Disney movie, so I mean, you got to think they don't have the funds to really,
the
you know,
funds.
the funds to really do that. No,
You mean the
because it's a Disney
care?
movie.
Let's be real here, see?
Well, all the money had to go to Marvel, Chad. That's why it went to Marvel and Star Wars, so everybody could hate them.
Guardians of
Talking about.
Justice. Oh, is that Netflix show?
Let's find out.
I remember this. This actually came out.
No, I don't know this one.
I remember seeing something of this. I feel like I talked about this on.
But it has Diamond Dallas Page and the kid from freaking Home Improvement.
Oh my god! Adi. It has Adi Shankar as
What?
well.
Who?
He does. Hang on. He's in. Fuck. Hang on. He was in one of the Castlevania TV series. He was one of the executive producers of it.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I didn't know.
He was
I
the
do
one
remember.
who did. Interesting.
Hey, Chad. Would
What?
you like to share with the rest of us? What did you find so damn interesting?
Well, he also did. Well, let me bring it up again because now.
Right, you are
Oh,
keeping
here
me
he
on
goes.
edge
Adi
here.
Shakira also was the one who did. He directed the one shot, The Punisher, Dirty Laundry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
With
that's
Ron
interesting.
Perlman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, Thomas Jane.
it was Ron Perlman was in it.
Was he really?
He was the guy in the wheelchair in the liquor store.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was like this. He was the small role of it.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you know what I found out today?
What?
Have you ever seen? I don't know if this happens up where you're at, in Michigan, where they might be a little. No, no, y'all are crazy. I was going to say maybe a little bit more sane than down here, but that's not true. Do you guys have a lot of Jeeps running around up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Do
Especially
they
when
have?
you go farther north.
Okay, so the Jeeps, do they have little rubber duckies in them?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Like
Yes.
that, right?
Actually, funny thing you mentioned that. Hang on a second.
Oh, he's gonna pull out a Jeep.
Yeah,
He's gonna
here.
pull out a Jeep, guys.
I'm gonna pull out a Jeep out of my pocket. No, but fun thing.
No, it's a green lettering. Mine's only a orange Cyclops, and you can't see it because of the camera.
Oh, yours is cool too. No, Tifa actually got this for me. She's like, because she saw some of the Green Lantern comics that I have.
Yeah,
So she got me a
oh,
Green
that's
Lantern
cool.
rubber ducky.
That's real cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a Green Lantern one. That's saying much. That's a collector's item because you're not going to have. Not many people are going to have a Green Lantern rubber ducky. And considering the rubber ducky renaissance that we have going on right now, you definitely want to save it because it's going to be like Beanie Babies later on.
So wait, so you've had that happen to so you've seen that too?
Not only that, we had a guy at work who he was like an intern. He had a Jeep too, but he lined his cubicle upstairs. And I don't work upstairs, but he in the offices, he lined his cubicle with rubber duckies.
Why?
I don't know. Nobody knows why.
You haven't asked him?
Well, no. In fact, the guy actually had a drug test, and the drug test. Okay, that's not the funny part, but I get it. No, so the drug test, the guy who was giving the drug test, right, said he was joking with him, said, "Oh, well, you passed the drug test, but you're pregnant." And so they're laughing or whatever. And he goes upstairs and he says, "Oh yeah, apparently I'm pregnant." Well, our boss freaks out.
No, did he? Wait, hang on a second. Did he get checked for cancer?
See, why the fuck? The dude was fucking with him, Chad.
Okay.
It doesn't even test for that kind of shit. But you see that kind of thing right there? That's
no, exactly it does though. Pregnancy tests can test for.
I'm not saying that it did.
Okay, so he freaked out too. Okay.
They freaked out on that because it's like, what? These are drug tests. These aren't pregnancy tests for what, right?
Right.
The guy was fucking with it. The guy was just fucking with it. And so he had to go and get tested and everything else like that for cancer because now he's freaking freaked out. And it's like, Lee, bro, you're smoking too much of the rubber duckies.
Yeah, it turns out no, he's just doing rubber duckies.
But on the rubber ducky case, I did learn today that apparently they pass them off to each other when they meet. And it's like, I did not even realize that there's like this whole rubber ducky, like not rubber ducky, but this whole Jeep community. Like this is a culture. And it's that they have these little rubber duckies and they'll pass them off to each other when they meet each other and everything else like that. And it's like, what? Remember we talked about the hitchhiker culture?
Yeah.
Culture? Well, this is the Jeep culture.
Wait, hang on a second. So that reminds me. So back in March, I went on a cruise on Carnival Cruise
Mhm.
Line, and I was there for 8 days. One of the things that people would do is that they would hide rubber duckies around the ship. And the whole
Wow.
thing is like, hey, here's a duck for your cruise, and then you could take that and then hide it in another place, or you could keep it as a gift. And that's like a whole thing. So you're telling me right now is that the Jeep culture are the same white women that bring on these rubber duckies to hide on your line is what you're saying to me. Is that they go hand in hand.
Oh my gosh. So Big Tug, I don't know if you know Big Tug is a YouTuber and he does,
Mhm.
he kind of reviews and comments on things. And one of the shorts that I watched right before coming on here is a subset of white people that there are out there. You have granola
It's
white people, you have pajama white people, but he didn't
That's
touch on the
me.
rubber ducky white people.
The rubber ducky white people.
Whether the pajama white people are basically your people who get in fights at Waffle House. So that's
So me, like
yeah,
we don't
oh,
have a
okay.
Waffle
Well,
House in here, but I went to
what's up, Riffy? Oh,
Right.
so right, but just wait till Walmart starts integrating the Waffle House inside of it. It's just going to be a whole nother thing by the time it's over with. And I will fucking go to be sure of this.
Look, if they integrated a Waffle House and a Walmart, I would be first in line for the grand opening. Just to see what shit happens. Because I need to know.
Yeah, it's like
Uh, I've never been to a Waffle House.
you've never been to a Waffle House? You don't have many
Bro,
up in Michigan?
first off, I'm up here.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. You don't have many in Michigan?
We don't have any,
No
as far
Waffle
as I know.
Houses in Michigan, really.
No, we have IHOPs.
We have those,
Oh, okay. Well, then we have
but that's about the same thing.
Denny's? No, we don't have Denny's anymore.
Yeah, we used to have a couple of Denny's. They were doing really great, and they were like always packed, so they shut them down.
Right. we had a popular Denny's in Ann Arbor. It was always busy, and it closed down for some reason. Now they're trying to put a Chick-fil-A into it.
Oh
Um,
God, talk about the freaking you got the rubber duck renaissance, and now you got the Chick-fil-A takeover. Look, we're dealing with a bird epidemic of monstrous proportions, and it needs to be stopped now. Be careful who you vote for this coming 2024. If they're for birds or turkeys at Thanksgiving, you might want to rethink this.
You need to leave. Don't toss chairs; they'll deflect it. Oh yeah, at Waffle House, they'll deflect. I remember that. Wasn't that a video of like this woman, like this guy threw a chair at a girl and she like caught it
No,
midair?
it was another woman, but yeah. But there's also video of John Cena doing it to her. So I mean,
Wait, she was able to see it? Was it just an
no,
invisible chair? Like being
all you
thrown?
saw
I
was
know.
a chair fly out of the room.
I just
No,
thought,
she caught the freaking chair and then freaking lost her shit on her.
I don't blame her.
But like Hooters and Waffle House are now joining forces. So this should be fucking interesting.
Wait, what?
No, I saw a meme or something like that.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
AI, but can you imagine? It's
Oh
just
man,
chairs aren't the only thing that are going to be flying at Waffle House from now on.
titties are gonna be flying at Waffle
You're
House.
going to get your hash browns spread, smacked, scattered, covered, and strutted. Stripped as well. So
Be like they're gonna make it where those people who have like sushi all over their bodies and they're naked and you eat off of them. There, it's gonna
no,
be like a Waffle House, and it's gonna
it's a
be like
waffle.
a
It's
it's a woman. It's
hash
gonna be like a
browns,
waffle.
eggs, lick the sperm from between her toes. You,
Oh,
you
gross.
dirty, dirty bastard.
Uh, Actually, that just sounds
Freaking
disgusting.
rave music playing with the see in Waffle
It's
House.
just Darude Sandstorm playing.
Since you don't know, in Waffle Houses they have jukeboxes, and in these jukeboxes, yes, they have regular music that you can play, but they also have Waffle House centric music,
No,
songs
they
about
don't.
Waffle House. Yes, songs about Waffle House itself. And if you want to piss off a Waffle House
That's
employee,
just
play the
AI.
Waffle House song. No, it's just fucking
That's
serious.
just created by AI. No, there's not.
This was way before AI ever existed.
Naked
Oh,
Waffles. That's a great
Naked
name.
Waffles. There you go.
That's a good.
No,
That's a good name.
this was way before AI was created. This was back when people were still smoking dope. Anyway,
Wait, so we don't need AI.
no, you didn't need AI. So you want to piss off a Waffle House employee? You fucking put the Waffle House song on and run. That's all you have to do.
They will fucking shank you.
Kill you.
Could
They
you
will come over there.
imagine?
You never thought a spatula could move that fast. Somebody wielding it like an axe.
You're trying
Put
to
on
run
that-
out the door and somebody whips it.
No, because it's a giant. You put a fucking jukebox on, and it's like next thing you know, the whole freaking place is loud as all get out with the freaking jukebox music. So you imagine the Waffle House song? No,
Dude,
in
that's like
fairness,
working at
I
Chuck
have
E.
never had the
Cheese's.
guts to do that, but
That's like working at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I'd fucking kill. I mean, granted, you can't really put anything in the jukebox because they're automated. You know,
right.
back when then they were the AI. That's how high you were. Yeah, AI would just be really fucking high. We don't need AI. Just get you fucking high.
How high are you?
AI.
Speaking of which, how high do you have to be to go hunt worms in cosplay?
I'm glad you decided to bring that up because I don't fucking know. So,
like
so
you sent me this clip, and it's like, all right, do you have it?
Oh God, yeah, I do.
Oh, pull it up. I want to put it on the background when we talk about this. Don't put the mute. Don't put the sound on. Just put it on the background.
Yeah, hang on.
Because
Let me load it.
I feel like we might be getting into a theme on this show. I feel like we might be talking about some weird ass sports from now on for some odd reason. Do not make this a thing because I am not doing that kind of research. But
Oh,
you
I
have
will.
sent me, you have sent me eating eating contests. You have sent me worm hunting. You have sent me the tickling league, which I would like to get into because
I sent you
they-
TickleCon as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I didn't get to see that one yet. But yes, it is the kind. It is talk about culture. It is the tickle. Okay. So while you're pulling that up, the tickle league, there is actually leagues out there of people going out and they tickle each other to see who gives. Right. And it's been a while since I've seen it. So, if that's not everything, go ahead and say. But
Wait, did you watch the documentary?
I watched like most of it, but it's been a long time. Like it's been a couple of years since I've seen it. I've known about it for a while. But did you see how reluctant they were to talk about their tickle league?
I didn't actually, I watched the trailer of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch like the full thing.
Oh my
The reason-
gosh. This dude, bro. This dude is almost freaking assaulted for trying to ask about the damn tickle league. And like it's like a tickle mafia. There is a tickle mafia out there that is like they don't play that shit. It is the kiss of tickle. It is not funny. It is they are serious about this. You don't talk about tickling. You don't think about tickling. If you're tickling out there without a license, they'll come and get you. If you're not wearing a mask while you tickle somebody in public, you've got a problem. That's what it is. Oh yes. The Worm Hunters. The annual Worm Charming Championship. Yes.
So I'm going to play this with no context to anything. And I just want everybody to realize that this is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
So I love throughout the week, I love finding the weirdest shit because C can't really talk to me while he's at work. And it gets really lonely. So what I do is I scour the world to find the weirdest shit that I can find to send him so he can check back later. And it's like the most entertainment that I have usually. And this is the annual Worm Whisperers competition.
Yeah.
Where people...
Yeah, go ahead.
try to bring worms up to the surface, kind of like snake charmers, to catch as many worms as possible.
And look at okay, and it's like this is not they dress up to go. This is not them just going out and hitting the ground trying to get a worm. They dress up for this, right?
Yeah,
This is a thing that they do. And
this
it's
is
like, but no,
Renaissance.
and this is not me making fun of them at all. More fucking power to them. You know what? Look, this dude right here is rocking it with that fucking facial hair. I am
Yes,
so scared. I so wish I could grow. I can't. This is as much as I could grow, right? I wish I could grow a beard because if I could grow a beard, I would be rocking it like that, dude. I would be ringmaster of the worms if I could be.
I
I'm
would
still
too, yes. That was my exact thought too when I saw this. First off, the fact that there's men and women doing this. One guy's laying on the ground, the one girl's like playing the Lord of the Rings introduction. Somebody's doing the loops. Like this just looks fucking incredible.
Oh, it gets
Like,
me. Okay.
This is like Renfell. This is like the Renaissance Festival is what they need to add to the Renaissance Festival.
The Renaissance Festival wishes it could be the worm.
It was as good as
that. This is what the Renaissance Festival is secretly trying to get to.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, no, it's crazy. But I mean, it's probably something that gears back to like I don't know, years and years for farming, fishing, whatever, and it's been a tradition. And it said like it was like what the 100. Wait, it was just annual, right? It didn't say how many years they've been doing it, did it?
No, but they've been doing it for years because it's annual.
Right.
So it's
well, they've been doing it for at least 1 year. We know that much. Or at least they're planning to do it again next year. That's what we could say.
We're planning on doing it because it's a good turnout. Like, worm charming competition. How many years has it been though? It would have to be like it would have to be one of those like tradition things.
Yeah, absolutely.
But could you imagine though, like in 2000? Oh, interesting. Apparently, there's like a whole science behind this. Okay, there's way too much fucking research. The event.
No, but that's great. That's great that this is a thing that people are enjoying. That it's real. That is the thing about it, right? This like, what are you going to do? I'm going to go hunt worms. Okay, like okay, but you're crazy, right? No, you're not crazy. They're fucking awesome. That's what they are.
Right. Could you imagine them like coming out in like a farming costume and be like, "So what are you doing this weekend?" "I'm gonna go hunt worms."
That is my job from now on. I'm hunting worms.
Right. Godspeed to you, but
so do you want to work in the factory all your life, Billy Bob? No. I really aspire to hunt worms for the rest of my days.
You go do you, boo.
Go do it. Go do it. And look,
do it, bro.
You know what? The real heroes are the ones that name each individual one. That you got to hand it to them. And then when they feel like they don't have enough worms, all they do is cut them in half. That's got to be cheating, right? I mean, do they cheat like that?
What? Did they cut the worms in half to get more worms?
Just secretly. Okay, look. Here's the knife. Just cut it in half.
Just cut it in half and put it in the fucking bowl.
I mean, you cut a worm in half. Yeah, you got 2 worms. I think it makes sense.
And then you can't tell, like, but then how does that? But can you tell? Like, I mean, I've never really. When I was a kid, I used to cut worms in half, but like, I haven't really done it now, so I don't know what the healing process of a worm is. However, interesting fact now, and welcome to our show, is apparently this is an actual thing, is performed to collect bait for fishing, but it can also take form of a competitive sport in the UK and East Texas.
Oh, of course, Texas. Of course, Texas. And not just any part of Texas, East Texas. You know, there's a reason why they specified East Texas, right? Because that's the one that's closest to the fucking South. That's why.
Oh, that's why. East okay. Yeah, so it's by you. So I get it now. I get it. All right. Cool.
But I feel like this is the thing that should be happening here, but it's probably something like that. It's like
as a skill, a profession worm charmer is now very rare, with the art being passed through generations to ensure that it survives. So, yeah, hypothetically speaking, with this worm festival, it was passed down from generation to generation, and then some person at one point said, "I'm gonna make this a fucking competition
Hey,
during."
but you're out there, right? It's like, look, I'm tired of being the only motherfucker out here that's always hunting worms for these people. How do I?
Right.
They Tom Sawyer this shit, right?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so so for people who are familiar with the Tom Sawyer thing, especially outside of America, they're not Tom Sawyer might not be that bit of a classic, but in Tom Sawyer, he basically has to paint a fence. So he
Right.
starts painting the fence, right? And here's what he does. People start coming up and going, Tom, what you doing? Oh, I'm painting the fence. Oh, really? That sounds like boring work. Oh, no, man, this is fun. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having. Of course, he's lying his ass off, right? And they're
Sure.
like, oh, I want to help paint the fence. Well, I would, but it's too much fun. I tell you what, if you pay me at that point in time, like a nickel, you pay me a nickel, I'll let you paint the fish. By the end of it, he has the fence painted, has made money as because he's convinced the entire neighborhood to paint the fence. And whoever it was that was first picking out worms has now convinced the entire neighborhood that picking out worms is fun. That is true.
That is exactly what happened, and
That is what happened.
I refuse to acknowledge any other explanation. That is
It is
exactly
now
what happened.
that is now the legend of the annual worm.
Dude, I gotta tell you though, again, and I know you said this, more power to them. I would totally join them.
I'm telling you, I'll be warmed out, baby. I'm telling
Right.
look.
I'd come up as Jabba the Hutt in the fucking worm costume. Well, you saw in the video, there was like that person dressed as a worm.
Yeah, no, it
And
works.
I would
Works.
totally freaking do that. You have a Miles Morales action figure.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
But it's
that's sweet.
there's a Gwen up there too.
Oh,
But it's
fucking
really
nerd.
I got Gwen because of Spider Ham. Spider Ham's with her.
That's
So,
fair. I
yeah.
get that. I
Yeah.
get that. I do. No, I fucking worms, and then there's the tickle culture.
The
See,
tickle culture. Well, put
yeah.
it. Can you get it? Can you get the trailer?
Oh yeah, I can actually. Yeah, let me bring it up
Pull that up.
because I want to.
Well, okay. So, are you going to watch the documentary? Because I didn't finish it really, but it's like it.
I'm kind of
It
I
got really
kind of
intriguing.
do. It's intriguing to me. I'm like I kind of want to. So yeah, 9 times a yeah, 100% I will.
You want to watch it, and it's crazy because now, in all honesty, to be truthful, because I don't want to pick on these guys
Sure.
too much, but I do want to pick on them, but I don't want to pick on them too much. But obviously, what they like is, for some reason, they like the tickling.
Sure.
They go out, they have competitions to tickle. Go ahead.
Do you want
Go
me to
ahead
put
and
the
play it.
sound on or just
No, just play it in the background. We talk about. I don't want to take any chances with YouTube.
Sure.
And
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just throw it up. So anyway.
just to kind of see. So this guy found out about the tickle culture, right? Oh, wait, gore? Wait, when did we get into gore? All right. So yeah, so guy found out about this guy found out about the tickle culture, right? And so like there's these I think he's a journalist or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he competitive endurance tickling. And this is footage of the tickling thing. Right. And a lot of people are sitting out there basically kink shaming, saying, oh, there's got to be something sexual about this. And it's like, yeah, a little like that kind you see just like that, right? The whole gay thing and
Little
all
gay
everything.
Kiwis.
And you never look, maybe some, but I don't think that goes for all of them. I think it's like I can't play football, but damn it, I could tickle the fuck out of another guy. And you just kind of like, why not? Why not? Let's do this. Let's do this. The only thing I lament is they should take a lesson from the worm people and dress up and do it. I think there should be
100%. Yes. You need to.
I want to see Mickey Mouse sitting on top of a man tickling him. It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Here's the thing. I don't deny you. Also, that guy was wearing a fish Windows jacket. And I only caught that for a brief second, so that guy probably got fired for wearing it. But anyway. But no, I looked into this because I was really curious about it, and there's like an entire convention in Europe, like that's called TickleCon. And I'll tell you right now, there's a person called Kelly
Yes.
Lynn Sage, who is the
Okay.
tickle queen, who does professional tickling, and she's the only person who has her social media linked on this TickleCon website.
Really?
Yes, so more power
Ha.
to her, and yes, I clicked the follow button because I am gonna follow her, because I wanna know more. And she's like, yeah, she posts videos of her like doing tickling and everything. And she has like subscription services too.
Look,
Of
only tickles. I get it. I totally get it. You get
yeah,
OnlyFans and only tickles. Yeah,
only
do it.
tickled. And I'm
Just,
sitting in there
just do it.
going, like, I'm watching this and I go, what am I doing with my life?
But that's the thing.
I
You're
could
in,
be tickling
you
people for
could be
money.
tickling. You could be
I
tickling.
I could
Absolutely.
also be summoning worms. I
Jeez, man. I'm
look.
telling you.
I respect the tickle culture, and I can expect these two do not coincide. You do not dump worms on somebody to tickle them unless that's your thing. But my point is, though, is that I respect these two cultures. Like, I really do. Like these
Right.
people who could walk out and go, "I'm gonna go do this," and they wear it proudly on their badge. They're not fucking harming anybody either.
Well, no, but you say that. Wait till you watch the documentary because they're not.
They're harming people.
No, no. Well, that I can't speak to, but they're not wearing it proudly. These motherfuckers are secretive.
Have you seen the
That
furry community?
they're wearing it proudly, just behind
Right.
the mask. It's kind of like I'm not trying. Okay, what I'm about to say is not in comparison to beliefs. However, the furry community is kind of like the Ku Klux Klan, in that they're very proud of what they believe as long as you don't pull off the mask. That's what I mean.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a very poor taste in comparison, but I also understand. Like, I understand your comparison.
So,
Like I do.
I'm not saying for this is not God bless you furries, but I am not saying that furries are anywhere near in belief stature as the Ku Klux Klan. However, there's
Correct.
not many of them that will come out saying, "Hey, I'm a furry." They prefer to be behind the mask.
That is true.
So,
I don't. That is true, and I
it's
also
like
think that's the
I'm
same
not
way
a
as
furry, but if I were, there would be signs.
right.
Stay
Exactly.
out of the closet.
I would also mean that I was gay. No, I'm just.
But no, but see, that's the thing, right? So they can hide theirs in the closet and still be out of it, and it's just it's remarkable. No, but again, this is not to shame even the tickle people, the word people, or anything. God bless you. Do what you
God
do, as
bless
long as you're
you.
not hurting anybody, as long as you're not, whatever the case is. And this is even, and if there are furry people out there that are hurting people, that does not speak for the entire furry community. I'd like to put that out
Correct. Absolutely. I'll say that as well because we're going to stand on our soapbox for a minute. I agree
there.
with
Right?
that because I've met a lot of good furry people out there.
There
So, I
is
mean, I have.
absolutely
Uh, but I will say, though, coming back to the comics thing, too, is that people say that creativity is not dead. And then you find out about worm charming, and then you find out about tickle culture. And guys, I'm telling you, there's your fuck stories. Like
there it is. There
you
it
want
is.
like creativity is dead, bro. Have you heard of
Don't
the worm charming fry
don't you
community?
feel? Yeah, well, no, seriously, don't you feel like maybe, just maybe, there should be an anime or a manga about the Tickle League? Like
Oh
it's
my
just
god, yes. Oh my god, it's the same as those
it's
boobs and
like
that boobs and titties sport one. You know what I'm talking about?
no, but I really
Oh,
want to.
it's the
So,
one about it's the one where it's these girls stand on these boogie boards to fight or like this big arena surrounded by water and they fight with their ass and titties. I forgot what it was called, but it was really popular with perverts and
I
me.
think it's
But
called Paradise, but go ahead.
sure, I mean it's sure. It's very popular with anime people and me, but you know, they should do that. They
Yeah,
should.
no, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, if you have
At,
food, anime about food, anime about golf, anime about ass and titties fighting, anime about competitive tickling,
yep. I mean, seriously, right?
like, it
It should
writes
be a thing.
itself.
Yeah, it should
You
be
could
a
make it
thing.
a whole JoJo's Bizarre Adventure parody. Be like,
That's
Nani? Oh, he's going for the armpit. Even though that is forbidden, it's gently outside of
oh.
the armpit to make it legal, but also not legal as well. He is a master at it.
It's well, he is on the outer rim. He is disqualified.
He's not on a rim. He's not doing anything wrong. The worm charming one. What that? He's tapping at just the right section to summon a nightcrawler.
Whoa!
Oh, even though they only come on at night. Like,
okay, so you remember Wipeout? Like we had the American version of Wipeout, but it came from a Japanese, concept. With the wacky sports, and you had the people talking over it, and that's what they say. Oh, they do it. Oh no, I mean, there's this exuberance and this excitement, and that's what we need in worm searching. This exuberance, exciting. Are they going to get the worm? What kind of worm is it? Is it an earthworm? Of course, it's an earthworm. What do you think you're watching? No, but just get in there,
get in there, fucking do it.
A thing.
Oh, it's a kaijo, is what it is. Is what it's called. Kaijo.
Oh, the anime? The boob anime? Okay.
Also, do you think that the worms, the tickle culture, and the worms could go hand in hand with some kind of porn? In this essay, I am going to explain to you how this is possible. So, when you take the worms and you put them on somebody's body.
Right.
So what you can do is you layer them on top of them, and they have.
Wow.